Hey guys, it's Brandy with Tribal Awakening Ministry, and I have tonight's episode of Divine Masculine Presents The Naked Truth. Okay, so we're going to tap into the Divine Masculine's energy collective tonight, and we're going to, well, I say we, like it's myself and my spirit guides, the Ascended Masters, and my way showers. We are going to a message to you tonight to tap into the divine truth of what the divine masculine energies are going through and in this energy field right now during this week. Um, Tonight we have some really important energy that's happening with the moon and Venus. So if you guys want to go outside right now, if you guys are in Central America right now, go outside and definitely check that out. Okay, before you miss your window of opportunity. If not, guys, if you guys have already missed your window of opportunity to see the Venus kiss the moon and Venus, or however it comes. Whew. Mercury. Okay. First of all, I'm just going to channel a sweet little message for you guys without the cards. Overall, for collective reads, I will mention this in the Divine Feminine reading, but there's a lot of sneaky energy going on in the air right now. This is probably that point in time where it's a good thing that we have the energy of Venus kissing the moon right now, and that being very significant toward the Divine Feminine, love and light, both feminine energies to be exact. We have a lot of powerful divine feminine in the air. It's why I have my Mother Guadalupe candle burning tonight. A lot of divine feminine in the air. This is extremely positive, which is a good thing, because I feel like on the divine masculine side of things, or on the masculine collective side of things in the energy, we have a lot of people feeling like there's negative energies coming into their energy fields. Okay, divine feminines, divine masculines alike, but the divine masculine collective is really, really not taking this as positive as the divine feminine collective. So I was channeling the energy through songs early today, while like the sun was, like probably at mid-noon or whatever. A lot of illumination was coming in today during this time for me. And so like I was really picking up on both sides of the spectrum. And usually when I do this, it's usually, like I channel a lot of Arcturian and Pleiadian energies. So, and Lyran energy as well. So a lot of the star seed connections that I have to our light body, our light body tribe out there in the universe, more or less, when they channel to me, it's more in musical tones whenever it's coming out in the 3D. So today I channeled about 4 songs a piece from the divine masculine and the divine feminine collectives. Can you hear me, Louise? Can you hear me? I don't want to keep talking if nobody can hear me. Please, somebody let me know in the comments. Like, please let me know. Can you guys? Okay, great. So anyway, back to what I was saying, guys, is that there's a lot of deceptive energy in the air, and I kind of would have suspected that this was going to take place a couple of weeks ago whenever I started channeling for the Divine Masculines, or for the Divine Masculine Collective, that they were going to seriously be going through some extreme tower moments. But because their higher selves are trying to guide them through some of these tower moments right now, what they're really doing is they're focusing their energy toward the love that they have for um, for the feminine energy in their lives. You know, the feminine energies, should I say, the feminine energies in their lives. Whether they're evaluating whether these energies are karmic energies, or whether they are divine soul connection energies. The divine masculine is going into hermit mode right about now, to go into introspection about the tower moments of his life. Okay, so the divine masculine collective, or the divine masculine energy right now, is really, really sad, um, because he's feeling the pain of the 3D disconnect with the divine feminine. Okay, so I'm going to just list off some of the songs that I channeled from the Divine Masculine Collective today. Okay, so the first one was by Otis Redding, and it's called Try a Little Tenderness. The second was Pain in My Heart by Otis Redding. I Need You by Leonard Skinner, and Take Me to Church by Hosier. Okay, so I can't go into the description of each one of the songs and their lyrics, because this is a timed video tonight, guys. I only have like approximately 45 minutes to spend on this particular video because I have another to channel. So, anyway, I'm just gonna mention for a fact before I start pulling cards that I also saw number synchronicities today, with angel numbers. So I'm not sure if this is going to resonate for the divine feminine or the divine masculine collective, or both. But the angel numbers that I've seen today are 66, another is 414, another is 545, and most definitely the number 555. Okay, so if you guys have time after the read, look into the angel number messages. There may be a message for any of you guys watching, if you're divine masculines, or if you're masculine energies, or if you're just a feminine cross watcher. It's always good to know what the divine masculine collective is going through, so that we can know energetically, where we're going through our light body energies and downloads, and the things that we have to do in our lives in the 3D world. How we can still send love and light to the divine masculine collective. That's always appropriate, especially if you are embodying divine feminine or sacred feminine energies. Okay. Um, so, anyway, I'm going to call in my angels, my ascended masters, my way showers, and my guides and spirit source. Come in, please make me a clear channel for the divine masculine collective to speak on their behalf, and offer the truth, the naked truth about the divine masculine collective, and what they truly, truly do go through in these energies, and kind of separate it from the ideal fad like fan based ideal of what divine masculine energy really does represent. So, first of all, I just want to let you guys know that that is my true intention, for these Naked Truth episodes, coming from the Divine Masculine Collective, and being able to speak on their behalf, so that you guys are not misguided into some kind of a fantasy fairy tale ideal of what twin flames really do go through. Okay, so they're telling me, my spirit guides are telling me to do these readings just this way, so that you guys are not taking misinformed information and applying that to your everyday lives, because naturally you guys are going to have to take what resonates and throw out what does not. So if you guys are feminines and you're cross watching for the divine masculines, this is not about are you, or when are you going to come into union with your divine masculine. These readings are to show you guys the naked truth of the fact that the twin flame journey is not romanticized. Okay, so this is what spirit wants to kind of guide us out of doing, because it's like twin flame dome, or whatever you want to call it, has become It's become the new wave. It's become the new fad. So it's like they've kind of put me here and said, Brandy, you have a YouTube channel, and we want you to channel to the collective people that read and watch your videos about what this twin flame journey is really about. It's not all fucking sunshine and lollipops, and you have to do the healing to come into union with your twin flame. It's really about you going within and learning to alchemize your own energy. But we have to all come together during these integrations, and these are the messages that are coming in from the Arcturians and the Pleiadians, and what I'm sharing with you guys and through their channelings, and just allowing myself to be the vessel of the voices, that go unheard. So let's just get started, guys. Okay, so I'm tapping into the Divine Masculine Collective. I'm going to pull 4 cards. And once I pull these 4 cards, I'm going to explain them to you and what the overall energy is about and why I channeled these songs today from the Divine Masculine. What is the Divine Masculine truly trying to say them to you and what the overall energy is about and why I channeled these songs today from the Divine Masculine. What is the Divine Masculine truly trying to say? This is the first one. This is the second. These 2 came out at the same time. All right. So, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. All right. So, what is the Divine Masculine's naked truth, Spirit? We need 2 more cards. Ooh, ha, ha, ha. All right. And when I said, like when I was channeling earlier, that the energy the Divine Masculine is in is so sad, guys. So sad. But it's because, okay, he is spiritually awakening. The Divine Masculine is spiritually awakening right now. And he's in a very, very loving energy, okay? This spiritual awakening is opening up the Divine Masculine to love, okay? True love, like unconditional love, universal love, okay? I'm being told. So, and it's to help them overcome their codependencies and remove third-party situations, okay? First of all, Divine Masculine wants me to clarify third-party situations, okay? Third-party situations can be anyone or anything or any place or any situation, okay? Leave it open to interpretation because this energy that I'm channeling right now is completely universal, all right? So all of that bullshit aside, all of the illusions aside, Spirit is saying that Divine Masculine has to cut out situations that are hurting him, that are keeping him trapped and stuck and bound. Deadly Sins, okay, in this deck, which is Divine Counterparts and Separation by Made for Love. She has her own YouTube channel, all right? So give her a love and a follow, if you will. But anyway, this is the Devil card. The Devil card is about being trapped and stuck in a situation due to some kind of codependency. Let's say you're, let's say this Divine Masculine collective that I'm picking up on tonight is going through throat chakra clearings. Okay? Let's just say that Divine Masculine is going out through throat chakra clearings. This Divine Masculine is feeling trapped and stuck and bound within this energy. And he's not able to speak his truth. And he's not able to clear up a situation. So he gets stuck in energy situations with people that he doesn't want to associate with, or he wants to cut ties from, but feels like he's stuck and trapped and bound within these within these contracts, okay? And I say contracts because it could be love situations, it could be job situations, it could be family situations that are toxic, it could be anything that is creating this stuck, very toxic energy to him. Okay? It's about these situations kind of coming up for the divine masculine to have to deal with in his 3D awakening process. And it's like these energies, and I'll say energies, okay, because I don't want to put a label on these things, guys. It's not going to help you guys to put labels on things. And that's also coming from the divine masculine energy. Great source. Universal energy. Truth, knowledge. Is the fact that through these spiritual awakenings, these oppositional forces know that you, cross-watcher, or person watching this video, is knowing that there is a spiritual something happening here, okay? And you're moving closer toward your love energy vibration. The divine masculine is saying that the more that they move toward their true love energy vibration during the spiritual awakening, these third party energies, they know with all intelligence, okay, that the divine masculine is trying to move out of this energy, right? And he's trying to focus more on spirit, or he's trying to move more toward the choices that he has to make right now. Making these choices that he has to make toward his higher vibrational future. Okay. So you would have this cathedral energy. I feel like the cathedral energy, for some reason, I don't know why, but I would feel like this is the Hierophant card. This is about getting spiritual knowledge. This is about going in deeper and really evaluating his beliefs on things. But the problem that the divine masculine is having in the 7 deadly sins energy is the fact that he's not able to speak his truth during this awakening. Okay? But let's get into this, and we're going to find out why the divine masculine is having a hard time speaking his truth through this awakening. All right, so the first card out that we have is narcissistic or narcissist energy. All right, and I'm waiting for the right time to be transparent. Right now, he's saying, I feel like a prisoner, and I'm definitely going through transformations. We have narcissistic energy, narcissistic energy. I would have to word that like that. So the reason why he's having to wait to be transparent right now, or to come up toward anybody with how he's feeling, really deep down, is because he's going through one of two things, or both. The first thing is he's trying to have to heal the narcissistic energy that he has downloaded, okay, during his growth process. And he's got to remove that narcissistic energy from his energy shield. Okay, so if you guys are worried about, and I will speak to the feminine cross-watchers, because I know that this is going to attract feminine cross-watchers naturally. We all want to know what the divine masculine is going through anyway. Okay, but anyway, the divine masculine could be purging this narcissistic energy from within himself and from the DNA codes that were tainted when divine masculine was younger. Things that he has absorbed and may have exuded himself even at times. The reason why he can't come forward and speak his truth is because it's like time is standing still for him at the moment. And at the same time, he also feels like the time glass is running out. So, with this energy fluctuating and having to heal narcissistic energy, and definitely having the slap of the face coming from the universe during a spiritual awakening saying, hey, divine, my masculine energy, I know that I'm fixing to slap you in the face with all of the things that you need to transmute and deal with right now. But the whole point of this transformation, the divine masculine intuitively is seeking any kind of information that he can while he's basically in hermit mode and he's not coming forward to people that are close to him or people that are around him right now. He's not telling everybody his whole life story or what's going on in his energy. He's kind of being quiet and secretive. And it's because he's in this prisoner energy here. He kind of feels like right now he's in a soul cage. He doesn't there's just too many people trying to get through his energy right now. And another throat chakra clearing, guys. Divine masculine feels like too many people are trying to pick at his energy bubble. Unwanted energies coming in. And he's starting to get to that point in the spiritual awakening where this narcissistic energy is forcing this inner transformation on him. And it's just when he starts to feel like he's about to lose his shit, this beautiful transformation actually kind of hits him. It's kind of like tower moments. It's like right after the tower moment. It's that moment where you get that gusto of energy to rebuild after you've had utter destruction and chaos happening with narcissistic energy. So I'm going to pull some tarot. We're going to find out what this energy is all about, okay? And I'm going to use the Crow Tarot tonight. I'm going to use the intelligence of this energy right now and the intelligence that is being given to me to tap into this, to tap into the different areas of the divine masculine's energy, and we're going to let him tell us his story, his naked truth. And I'll tell you what, a crow energy, raven energy will get right down to the nitty gritty of the truth for sure. Let us be the be all, the see all, we see all. And let's tap into those Akashic record energies. Let's find out what this narcissistic energy is about. Divine masculine, please tell us the reason why this narcissistic energy is in the air for you guys. Divine masculine. Okay, so we get the Page of Swords and the 9. I believe it is the 9. It is the 9 of Wands. All right. Okay, so basically, underneath that, underneath the deck, we have the 4 Swords. Okay, this is healing energy coming in here. So the divine masculine is healing He's healing the narcissistic energy that has tainted his energy field. He's going through a really hardcore spiritual awakening. He's not able to be transparent with the world right now or with specific people right now. So I do know that he is. This is what I do know through those song channelings earlier with I'll channel that in a minute. That's going to be the last thing that I channel. I'm going to give you guys a final message through those songs. But anyways, that's what they're telling me to do. So anyways, back to the Page of Swords and the narcissistic energy. The Page of Swords in this deck is about well, holy crap. I forgot everything was asked backwards in this book here. It's about using strength and stamina to carry the sword of truth through an intense energy storm. So he's along the way may have felt like he lost a few things, but it was a small price to pay for a chance at something more significant. So it says that the page has found his stride and approaches the goal with a steady and relentless determination. The Page of Swords arrives with a message to throw caution to the wind, to get out there and fly. The time is now to take action. So the page denotes movement, energy, and communication, all of which are essential for embarking on a new adventure. And while I'm saying this from the Divine Masculine Collective, they're really having a very, very hard time speaking their truths because they're having to heal through so much. And they're starting to see where empathetically the energy that was inflicted upon them from a narcissistic standpoint they were able to absorb. And so at some point during the hardcore lesson of the Divine Masculine, or the masculine coming into divinity, is one of the lessons that he goes through is to learn how to speak his truth and not hold on to that energy, because he knows that that energy is what's caused him to be distorted. Okay, so it's about distortions of the masculine that were created in childhood. So the Divine Masculine has really been healing this, not only in his past, but within the connections that he energetically has to other people. And whether that be family or family dynamics or patterns of relationships that the Divine Masculine has experienced over and over and over again. And he's wondering, well, what is it that I have to release, and when is my time going to be right? When is the time going to be right for me to be released from this prison? And Spirit's coming back to him and he's saying, like, or Spirit Source is saying that Divine Masculine, you really, really need to heal. You really, really need to heal this. And there's some part of this energy that you really just have to surrender. You have to surrender to what was in the past, and you have to surrender to what is right now, and what you can do to heal in the now for the future. And it's really about Spirit coming in and trying to help the Divine Masculine understand that this transformation can be a beautiful one if he doesn't stay stuck in narcissistic energy. And sometimes that means even going within himself and saying, look, I have to love myself. The Divine Masculine doesn't understand this because he's been around narcissistic energy in his life for far too long, and it seems to be the only thing that he knows. So it's the hardest thing that he has in the journey to break the cycle from. Okay, so Spirit is really, 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 really trying to help the Divine Masculine clear his throat chakra to help him come forward to the people that love him, the people that he loves, even to come forward with his own truth and literally heal from it without having to repeat the same cycles over and over again, because he's just tired. The divine masculine is extremely tired. It's like he's had the fights, but it's also a message of, will the divine masculine accept defeat? And the Wand's energy is really not about defeat. The Wand's energy is more about surrender, and in wisdom saying, wisdom, which is the House of Swords. The House of Swords is about wisdom and intellect and about illumination, okay? Intelligence as well. Mental clarity, okay? So he's gaining mental clarity as well to know where he needs to peacefully surrender certain things in his life. But he also knows with the Nine of Wands to always be ready for a fight if there needs one. And right now, Spirit is trying to actually help him surrender the fight, okay? And heal in actions with what is happening right now. Just in the actions of what is happening right now, the divine masculine is healing and surrendering. Surrendering to knowledge. Surrendering certain situations, which would be narcissistic energy. Okay. So I'm going to get a couple of cards to find out what, okay. Yeah. He's surrendering codependencies. Or he's facing them. Or he's trapped by them. Okay. I'm really getting the feeling like this is where the divine masculine is trapped. He's trapped in his codependencies. He's trapped because he has too many energies in his inner circle. Maybe there's certain energies within the divine masculine that he needs to release, okay? And when he's going through a spiritual awakening, you can always tell, like, especially if you're intuitive, and this goes for divine feminines or divine masculines or masculine or feminine bodies or energies, okay? For those of you guys that are watching, you know that your codependencies, or you know that certain embodiments of whatever you would label as sin can cause someone to be stuck and stagnant. Okay, so let's find out what he's waiting for and why he's waiting for the right time to be transparent. All right. Oh, okay. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You've got the Strength card. He's really trying to find the strength infinitely to work through these surrenders that he's having to go through, to not only look at the other people around him, but also discover the narcissistic energy within himself, because he has empathetically embodied or absorbed this narcissistic energy from childhood into adulthood. Some other people, this is him carrying the burdens of someone else being narcissistic, and the transference of emotions taking place within the growing masculine. This is giving him this energy of distortion, and at the same time, from an empathetic level, he's embodying this and holding on to this narcissistic energy that he has absorbed. And then after a time, because he's gone unhealed, the divine masculine has had to heal the narcissistic energy within himself, because certain connections that he's experienced in the past have created trauma in his life. Some trauma that he created, and some trauma that he created in other situations. So he's really, really trying to find his strength right now in his own intelligence, okay, to come into balance and to come into union with himself. This is an 1111 card. And for twin flame energies in a tarot card or a tarot reading, this is about a twin going through the cycles of initiation and taking action to come into union with the things that they're meant to align with. So the divine masculine is really going within on this spiritual awakening journey, to embody his own feminine energy, and maybe to heal certain things in his own perceptions about feminine energy. Okay, so this is what's being healed right now within the divine energy, or within the divine energies of what is divinely taking place. Okay, as far as transformation, if you guys are embodying masculine energy, then maybe this is going to put some perspective into why certain things are happening, and hopefully to give you guys some advice on how you can cut some of these karmic energies out, or cut some of these, you know, lower vibrational energies. I'll just word them like that. I'm not going to disrespect energy. You can't have dark without the light. You can't have light without the dark. It's just how it works. But anyway, why we call attention to the devil energy, it's really about the energy of feeling trapped within codependencies and not being able to release them. Okay, so what is in confirmation? What's going on with this energy here? Okay, so I feel like this energy, they're telling me to wait before I can move on. They're telling me that I need to explain strength, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Cups a little bit better as to why, they can't be transparent. This is also this is really a lot about them coming into union with their inner feminine energy, or they're possibly their own energy to be able to receive. Okay, because giving feminine energy or tapping into it, it's also about receiving it. So I'm also getting the fact that the divine masculine is receiving energy of I want to say, they're telling me the sacred flame. The divine masculine is receiving the energy of the sacred flame right now, and that's kundalini energy. The sacred flame energy is in the air. I've been channeling this all day, but this is what this is about. The sacred flame energy is about helping the twin flame soul. Okay, whether it be divine masculine or divine feminine, it's about helping the twin flame soul come into union with itself. And when a person goes through this kind of a DNA light code, or they go through this kind of integration with a spiritual awakening, it's a really deep process. And this is what the divine masculine is really going through at the moment. So it's rendering him kind of speechless, but at the same time, he's kind of open in his heart space to receiving it, and he's aligning with it. So, okay, so let's find out. Illumination is coming in for the divine masculine, okay, to help him heal. This is masculine energy. This is about him stepping into his power and taking his power back, and not giving his energy to the lower level energies that are trying to keep him trapped anymore. He doesn't quite see the illumination just yet, but just over the horizon through this transformation experience, it feels like he's right at this. And they're telling me to read it right. They're telling me it came out this way. Okay. And I wanted to turn it around because I wanted to flip some positive perspective on it. But they're telling me not to sugarcoat shit. So, okay. They're telling me that the divine masculine, it does not necessarily see the light at the end of the tunnel just yet. But he's at a peak of a climax where he's about to be illuminated last minute. It's like a last minute illumination. And it's going to come in super, super fast because masculine energy moves extremely quickly. Okay, so they wanted me to clarify that. But anyway, the illumination is just over the horizon, is what they're saying. And now I can get to that part. The illumination that is coming in for the divine masculine is just over the horizon. So it's kind of like this is where they have this just over the horizon energy. The divine masculine doesn't not see this coming yet. He doesn't see this coming yet, but it's just over the horizon. So something is going to come in, some kind of energy is going to come in for the divine masculine, the struggling, the trapped divine masculine. And it's going to allow the 3D masculine to open up his heart space a little bit more. And it's going to allow him to stand in his truth, to allow new beginnings to take place. Okay, because this is where the transformation is at. This is about new beginnings. All right, so all right, one more clarification give us some more clarification as to what's being transmuted with the devil energy right now for the divine masculine. What is it that the divine masculine needs to be aware of, to illuminate? Okay. All right. There's 2 in 1 message here. You have the 5 of Swords. Divine masculine has a 5 of Swords. This is what needs to be illuminated for the divine masculine in order to overcome the hurdles of feeling trapped and stuck right now in this devil energy. Because at the base of the energy, this is what the divine masculine is trying to get to, and that is his 10 of Pentacles. The divine masculine is trying to ground out his comfort in the material world. Okay, and this is about having a happy home, happy job, happy life, happy wife kind of energy. Okay, this is what the divine masculine wants. This is what he sees in his foreseeable future, but he's just struggling, okay, wanting to know how the fuck do I get there? This is 7 of Wands energy. What do I need to go through to get to my 10 of Pentacles? Okay, I'm tired of feeling left the fuck out. I'm tired of going through the same fucking circles, the same fucking battles over and over and over, because the divine feminine never fails to let me know about these burdens that are put upon the connection. Okay? Like, he's kind of saying, like, I'm not trying to burden anybody. You know, I'm not trying to burden the Queen of Wands. I want to create, which is the spirit, you know, the divine feminine spirit is the Queen of Wands. Okay, just for those of you guys that are wondering, the divine feminine spirit is the Queen of Wands. She is also the Empress. She's also the High Priestess. She's also the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles, guys. Okay, so, but anyway, long story short, divine masculines, like, get to the point, Brandy. Okay, so anyways, divine masculine wants comfort in the 3D world. Of course, that means he wants a happy home, a happy life, and a happy wife. Okay? Of course, divine masculine wants this. It's in his overall energy. He's also going through a spiritual awakening on, well, how the fuck do I get there? All right, so what he needs to, this is the healing card, okay? This is the healing card right here. And how to get divine masculine unstuck, the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords, how does the masculine get unstuck? The victorious crow holds the swords of those he defeated. On the surface, the victory may look positive, but in the end could lead to loneliness and despair. So the divine masculine is cleaning out situations that may have looked victorious, but really were not. Okay? Slice and dice us however you guys want to in this reading. Please just take what resonates and what does not. I cannot be specific in energies because the divine masculine wants us to know that sometimes his karmic situations are not always other women. And he really wants the divine feminine or cross watchers or karmic watchers to know what his true intentions really are. And it's really about healing, okay? He's trying to heal those energies that were appearing to be victorious, but on the surface, it looked positive, but in the end, it really has led him to loneliness and despair. The divine masculine is really feeling loneliness and despair right now. Okay. He doesn't yet see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it also denotes that he's just a little worn out. You know, he's knowing that the costs of his actions in the beginning, when he thought he was going to make certain decisions, you know, he didn't really think about the cost of his actions. But now the divine masculine is definitely thinking about the cost of his own actions. It's why he feels entrapped and why he feels stuck. Like he's literally having to clear this energy out. He could have lost friendships, he could have lost lovers, he could have lost family members over certain situations in the conflict in his life and in the path of destruction that lay to waste in the toxic energy. And and what the divine masculine, okay, divine masculine, this is coming from me. I'm just going to tell you guys watching. This is where you guys are too hard on yourselves. Because other people make choices and decisions just the same as you guys, and you're not wholly entirely responsible for how someone else behaves. Okay. So communication, honesty, integrity, and all of those things, the door to certain situations, to the door to every situation is all completely universal. So, you know, you have to remember, divine masculines, that you guys aren't the only ones that make mistakes, or you know, you have lessons to learn from, because none of us are excluded. Okay, so I just want to say, for some of you guys that might be really stuck, you know, right now, to say, oh, why me, why me, why me, why me, why does all this shit fucking happen, you know, when am I going to catch a break? Well, the sun is on its way, you know, it's just over the horizon, guys. You're going through a process, and it is about new beginnings. Ultimately, it's about new beginnings and how you can have this 10 of pentacles, how you can have comfort, a happy life, and a happy wife situation, grounding out in the 3D with family, you know, everything's functioning properly, you know, you're coming into union with yourself right now, divine masculines. This is what your spiritual awakenings are all about. Okay, so anyway, let's get one more card for that Five of Swords there. I just want one more. This is how we're going to help the divine masculine get unstuck. Okay, first of all, you guys are going to have to not be in this energy of the King of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You guys are not seeing the seeds that you guys have already planted. You guys are not taking any, you guys are not even looking at the seeds that you've planted. You're not even looking at what can blossom from the seeds that you've planted, just energetically. Okay? This is about you guys also being stuck and not being able to manifest your way out of this soul trap that you're in right now. For some of you guys, it's really seriously about going within your intuition and speaking your truth about how people make you feel, and really cutting loose of those energies and the karmic ties that you guys have. This is about Chloe. The reason why you guys have the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of your reading, divine masculines, this is the divine masculine truth, is this is closing out a cycle of completion. Okay, for the divine masculine to actually speak his truth, okay, about the seeds that he the shit that he wants to walk away from. This is why the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, if a divine masculine feels like there's a certain situation with a karmic situation, okay, that he needs to walk away from, it's about the fact that he needs to stand in his truth and he needs to walk away from it. Instead of avoiding it. He needs to stand in his truth and walk away from it instead of avoiding it. And he's coming forward with the naked truth to say, I'm trying to create the 10 of Pentacles for myself, and there's a certain situation that I need to walk away from. Now, would that be a karmic lover? Possibly. Possibly. Could that be a karmic job? Yes, possibly. Yes, possibly. Could it be a karmic place, like a place where the energy is just very, very negative? Because there are certain vortexes, depending on where you're at on ley lines, guys, Some of you guys forget about that. You got to think about where you're at on ley lines and where and how your energy is being distributed around you. This is also a part of the awakening process. You really start to tap into those energies and areas where there are ley lines or where there are more uh, heavy energetic fields of energy that you can tap into. So the divine masculine is coming through these awakenings, and for some of those that are Arcturian or Pleiadian star seeds, these awakenings are coming hard and they're coming fast. And it can be very dramatic. And it can be harmful, or it can be very, very painful. And so it can put the divine masculine in this energy of craving where he craves equality, where he craves love, where he craves feminine energy, and he doesn't know how to stand in his truth because all of these energies are coming in so fast. And there's certain energies that the divine masculine does not want to put his seed into, like there's certain women that the divine masculine just really, he might mess around with these women, but he doesn't want to impregnate them. He doesn't want to start anything with them. He doesn't want to build with anything with them. And so the divine masculine really just needs to clear his throat chakra and speak his truth, okay? And just literally just cut out the energies that he feels aren't resonating with him for the highest good. And I know that that's easier said than done. I know that it's easier said than done, especially when you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're just tired of the same old bullshit and you're tired of putting energy and effort into things that aren't fucking fruitful, which is why that damn Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. Usually the Seven of Pentacles can be an iffy card, even in the upright position, because it's about somebody not being grateful enough to see the seeds that they planted and feeling some sense of disappointment because they're not seeing things ripen to the Nine of Pentacles or the Ten of Pentacles as quickly as they wanted to. So a lot of people give up on certain shit, but the divine masculine also knows that there's certain things that he needs to walk away from because he doesn't want to invest this kind of energy into. And this could also be about, um, addictions of any kind, whether they be sexual or drug addictions or whatever, anything. Energy can even be like a drug sometimes. Some people are addicted to fucking energy. And that's just the truth of the matter. So, but there are certain energies that the divine masculine does not want to invest in. So, just knowing how to speak his truth is all he wants to know. He just wants to know how to speak his truth because he doesn't know how to speak his truth about the shit that he wants to walk away from just yet. He needs to walk away from it, but he doesn't know how. Okay, so really, divine masculine's my only advice to you, and spirit's only advice to you right now is that when you need to speak your truth, fucking speak it. Sometimes it's got to be naked, sometimes it's got to be raw. And that's the naked truth of things. Spirit doesn't sugarcoat shit for any of us sometimes, especially when especially I know whenever I channel Gabriel, the archangel, I know that he doesn't sugarcoat shit for anybody. So he doesn't have time to fucking blow smoke up your ass. A lot of these energies don't have time to blow smoke up your ass because they're so busy collectively trying to help and feed this energy positivity to keep us or to help us on these ascension journeys, to help us during our evolution. So yeah, there's a lot going on right now with the divine masculine's spiritual awakenings, guys, and they just wanted the readers and the watchers, to follow, or to understand, not to follow. They wanted the readers and the watchers to let go of preconceived notions of twin flames. Okay. And as I say this, the Four of Pentacles comes out. This is another message from the divine masculine, and this is what it's pertaining to. Spirit source wants us to release our preconceived notions of what twin flames really are. Okay, because a lot of people think that this is about, a lot of people, I'll tell you first, flat out, as a twin flame, the energy of obsession is already hard enough to overcome for the simple fact that twin flames experience so many obstacles that it's not even funny. And the reason why is because the twin flame soul collective specifically, they are the body of the movement of awakening. Okay? They help other people ignite their abilities. They help other people, they trigger twin flames, okay? When you meet a twin flame, guys, and for those of you that know me or meet me personally ever in your lifetime, and some of those of you that are intuitive enough to tune into the energies that I'm channeling, which are starseed energies, okay? For those of you guys that know that I'm not bullshitting, when I speak this, twin flame energies have so much that they already have to transmute anyway. But we go through the hardest lessons. We are the most stubborn souls here in the 3D world. It is so hard to go through this journey and not it is not a cakewalk, okay? The divine masculine wants the collective to know that this journey is not a fucking cakewalk. It feels like torment and it feels like you're trapped and bound until the truth sets you free. That is what the twin flame journey is about. And it's really about coming into our own power and helping the collective build and ascend. Okay. So the weight on our shoulders as twins is really, really heavy. And it's especially heavy on the masculine because the masculine is the emperor. Masculine energy is very, very strong energy. It's very, very creative. It's very potent and powerful. So the divine masculine, really the divine masculine's inner voice is like, you guys really please don't view this as a fairy tale situation. And don't allow yourselves to get stuck in the devil energy and the lower vibrational energy of thinking that it's a tower, like it's going to be a fairy tale for you to come into union with your twin. There are so many obstacles for twin flames to come into union because of the oppositional battle that we face energetically. Lower level energies do not want twin flames coming together because twin flames, when they come into union, are extremely powerful. They get the job done spiritually because they're standing in mission. And if they're standing in mission singularly when they're in separation, then when they come together, they're going to stand in so much energy of union and love and light that oppositional forces, devil energies can't fucking hack that shit. So twin flames go through the hell that most people don't even understand because it's just not that deep for them. But it's about releasing the preconceived notion of what we think twin flames are about in the 3D world, because it's just not in the energy of spiritual awakening right now, and so many informations being out there and being available to you guys for knowledge about twin flames or just energy alchemy period. There's a lot more to it than some people will give you information about. So a lot of these channelings about twin flames are being extremely misconstrued, and this is where the divine masculine wants to come forward and say this shit is not a cakewalk. But Spirit's message to the divine masculines is to just trust in themselves, to just stand in their power and stand in their truth and walk away from shit that they know that they need to energetically walk away from because it's keeping them stuck and bound and stagnant. And the divine masculine is fucking sick and tired of that shit. And I shuffle and the 10 of Pentacles comes out. The divine masculine is going through an ego death himself to release some of these codependent energies because he's tired of holding on, and he's also tired of people getting the misconception about what he's going through. So he's kind of saying to the other energies around him, I kind of wish you guys would let go of me and let me deal with this energy. Let me transmute it. Don't ride my back so hard, and I might want to come and tell the truth. Like, I might want to tell you guys how I'm feeling. This is why he's also feeling like he's being hounded and pressured. And the reason why I say that is because there are too many synchronicities in these cards, guys. First of all, let me show you the first one. The first one's in this one, in the prisoner card. You have all these energies outside him. He feels like all these fucking people are nagging at him. Okay, they're nagging at him. They're coming down on him hard. He's taking it all hard. It's just like anybody that energetically comes at him right now. He's in defense mode. Like, whoa, who the fuck are you? Like, what are you doing? Do I want to give my energy to this or not? He's like, man, everything feels like an energetic battle. Like, there are people trying to come into my energetic force right now that I don't feel like belong. You got to get the fuck out. And this could be somebody who's physical. This could be a spirit. This could be an energy. Divine masculine's going through spiritual awakening. So, for those of you guys that are experiencing shit you can't see phenomenon. Okay. They're trying to make me sound like a total fucking hick here. Sorry. It's kind of like they're laughing now. Like they're laughing in my head. It's fucking gotta love your angels, man. And your spirit guides. They're kind of crazy. But anyways, the divine masculine is definitely trying to let go of these energies. It's really hard though, because some of these energies are really, really toxic. Really toxic. It's hard to let go of a really, really toxic energy. That's why if the divine masculine is caught up with someone or something, and I'm just going to say someone, if he's caught up with someone's that are fucking narcissistic, he's really trying really hard to break free of this narcissistic energy, and it's really, really hard for him to let go. It's making him feel like he's a prisoner. And the more like a prisoner he feels, the harder it is for him to let go of it. But again, the divine masculine, in order to let go of this entirely, the only thing that he needs to do is to fucking stand up for himself and speak his truth. And he needs to walk the way. He needs to walk the fuck away from certain situations. He may need to invoke the Holy Spirit, and just do a complete fucking exorcism on his whole entire life of the fucking shit that drags him down. And it's almost like the divine masculine is getting pissed off enough because things are so dark in his world right now that it's kind of actually bringing in that energy of the sun, which is masculine. And sometimes masculine energy can be angry, but it's like fire energies. Sometimes I have to get pissed off in order to come out of hanged man mode. It's like they're done contemplating shit. They know what they want. They just need to speak their truth, move away from certain energies, and move toward what it is that they want in life. So there's that confirmation energy to the King of Cups. This is where the divine masculine wants to be. He wants to be the King of Cups, but he's not quite there yet. He's going through this shit, and he needs to just cut some baggage right now so that he can build it. But it's like he's already most of the way there. It's like Spirit is saying to the divine masculine, don't give up just yet, divine masculine. You're almost where you need to be. Okay, so just don't give up hope, divine masculine. Your North Star compass is working. Trust in yourself. Okay, so Spirit is trying to tell divine masculine to trust in himself. Divine masculine is trying to find it within himself in this energy to trust. So, what in final messages does the divine masculine want to give us tonight to close out the Naked Truth reading, to close out this episode of the Naked Truth? So, okay. Yeah. in finality, there are third parties keeping divine masculine from speaking his truth, but he knows that soon he's got to come forward and speak his truth. He knows that soon he's got to make and take some action to come into his abundance, and he knows that he needs to release certain energies in order to come into his abundance. And it is the third party situations. Divine masculine, are you going to speak your truth in the 3D world? And are you going to take action in the 3D world to make happen what you know you need to make happen? All right. Divine masculine, we want to know the collective. Divine feminines, me as the reader, I sure want to know because I'm sure nosy. Let's find out. Please tell us, divine masculine. Are you going to move toward your abundance? Are you going to move out of these shitty, sticky situations and go after your 10 of Pentacles? Are you going to go after your happy home, your happy life, and your happy wife situations? Are you going to cut these people out that just continuously drag you down and drain your fucking energy? And are you going to cut them out? He says the time isn't right just yet for me to reach out. So I'm getting the feeling it's because my spirit guides are saying that the divine masculine knows deep down that it's not time. But he's starting to get this idea of divine timing and what it means. And so in the spiritual awakening, he's not necessarily ignoring spirit. He knows that it's not just yet time. It's not time. Time just is not alchemized just right yet. Because he's still trying to break free from certain things. And he knows that the time won't be right until he cuts these energies from his energetic field. But he is breaking free. He's breaking free from third-party situations, guys. So for divine feminine cross watchers, there was that message for you in there to know that he loves you and his love for you is deeper than the ocean. And justice will be served. So, justice is here for the divine feminines. Justice is here for the divine masculines. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the channelings of these songs, okay? I'm going to tell you what my intuitive interpretation of these 4 songs coming from the divine masculine today. Try a Little Tenderness by Otis Redding. So we're going to go into lyrical content now. My intuitive channelings. He does have a message to say. He knows that he needs to be more tender toward the divine feminine. Overall, he needs to be more loving and tender and compassionate toward her. If you guys listen to these songs in order, if you listen to, first of all, listen to Pain in My Heart, because Otis Redding can start you, like, this is where it needs to start. Pain in My Heart. You need to, first of all, number 1, listen to Pain in My Heart by Otis Redding. That's the number 1 song you need to listen to. Because first of all, the divine masculine feels the pain in his heart when it comes to separation toward his divine feminine. He feels this energetically too. Okay, and this can resonate for even those of you guys that have not physically met your twin flame yet. This is for some of you guys that are not in separation, or that you guys are not in union, even though you know who your twin flame is, okay, and you're just in separation right now. He's feeling the pain in his heart over the separation from divine feminine energy, okay? So for those of you guys that have divine masculines, that you know damn good and well who your divine masculine is, and you've met him in the 3D, and you guys just cannot seem to alchemize this union between the two of you guys, for those of you guys that may have little to no contact with your divine masculine, He's saying that he misses you and he needs you. And there's a pain in his heart from not having you in his life. And he knows that the connection in the past, he wasn't as tender to you as he should have been, but he wants to be. He wants to be tender. And he should have worshipped you sooner. I mean, that's what Hosier's trying to say and Take Me to Church, guys. So the lyric song content to I Need You by Leonard Skinner is, ooh, baby, I need you. I love you each and every single way. I miss you more every day, is basically what he's saying. Like, I love you, I need you, and I miss you more and more every single day. And Otis Redding is saying that there's a pain in my heart for not feeling, you there. There's a pain in my heart when it comes to you. It's like you're the only person that can take me through this pain in and out. Like you're probably the only person that understands me. And I should be more tender to you. So this is also a little bit of encouragement toward the Divine Masculine Collective for spirit's intentions, during you guys' transitions, if there is somebody that only has the highest good of intentions for you, and they do, and that they're not out to hurt you, and they know that, even though there might be some secrets between you guys hold each other's secrets. Value those people that you guys have close to you like that right now, because you always know that on this journey as a twin flame, you guys are starting to figure out that there are snakes in your grass and there are snakes in your garden at every turn. And so, with that being said, don't forget to channel you guys' angel messages from the numbers 66, 414, 545, and 555. There may be a message from the angels in those number sequences for you guys. They kind of just have me at a pause, at a standstill. So I really feel like that's another message for the divine feminines, to say that if you guys aren't hearing from your divine masculines, then don't be overwhelmed right now. They need you to stay in your love and light, positive energy. And they're hoping that with the energy of the sun, and this is for the divine masculine, this is for the overall divine masculine voice, trying to give a positive message to the divine feminines, saying that with all this masculine energy coming in, it's exciting the divine feminine energies, and they need you guys to be excited right now. So this is another message from the divine masculine collective and the naked truth, and what they really want you guys to know right now, what they're transmuting through this energy, what they want you guys to know through this energy. For those of you guys that aren't divine masculine and you're cross watching, they just want you to know that they're going through this transformation hard and heavy. They're really fighting with their throat chakras right now to stand up and speak their truths and to break free. But they are breaking free. They're in the energy of breaking free, and they kind of don't even know that they're doing it yet. It's kind of like an unconscious thing that the divine masculine is actually being taken through in this energy right now, just to say the least. And that's just not even touching the surface of it. So a lot of these guys are going through it really hard and heavy. So they really want the divine feminine collective to send them love and light. And we should do that anyway, as a part of the infinite cycle of masculine and feminine um, energy with universal source. So, yeah, I think that this has been an enlightening message. And I think my spirit guides are telling me that for once, I probably did something that was really nice and well balanced. So I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. But before I do, I'm going to go ahead and pull one oracle card from the universe has your back. For the divine masculine collective right now, they're going hard and heavy through this transformational energy, um, downloading these light body energies right now, going through these transformations. What positive note does Spirit have for the Divine Masculines to end this read? All right. It says, oneness is my true nature. So, Divine Masculines, the message that the universe has for you to have your back right now during this transformational time is to know that your oneness is your true nature. And so, oneness being my true nature, it is about surrendering. Okay, there's where that 9 of damned wands energy is at. I surrender to a power greater than myself. So, in other words, very short and to the point, the universe just wants to tell you, Divine Masculines, stop trying to control everything. Okay? Be at one with the universe. Okay? Because that is the true nature and the true order of things. And you see that there is a circle right here. The circle is a representation. Okay? You have 2 circles here, confirmation. It's about the never ending cycle of endings and beginnings and completion, right? It's a complete whole circle. Oneness is our true divine nature, right? Just surrender to a greater power. Divine Masculine. Anyway, this has been a message from brandinimojo. Stay tuned and follow my channel for the Divine Feminine read coming up at you live in just a few moments. So, anyways, my name is Brandini, or you can call me Brandy. I like Brandini, though. It's a nickname that my mother gave me, and I cherish it, and I love it so much. But anyways, guys, this is an approved message by brandinimojo from Tribal Awakening Ministry. Please join me again really, really soon, and stay tuned for that live Divine Feminine Naked Truth, the Naked Truth video coming at you guys live in just a few. Anyway, peace, love, and chicken grease, guys. I'm out.